one of the things I focus on are wines that are ready to drink with some bottle age, even 5 to 10 years. It doesn't have to be 20 years, but little wines, things that aren't made to age for a long time, that are 5 to 10 years old, tend to be a little bit mellowed out and smooth and drinking very well, as opposed to being too young. So often there's things from vintage 98 to 2004 that are open, and many wine lists I think are too young, and so this gives people a chance to see what a little bit of bottle age on wines do, and there's often a lot of those things open. So my ability to pair things is greatly increased, definitely.
That's something that's come up a lot with different sommeliers who've talked about looking for wines that are really drinking at their peak, whether it be from lesser vintages or a wine style that maybe gets mature a little bit earlier. Mm-hmm. Is that something you see as a goal for yourself, to find that layered complexity, maybe looking aside from some of the big names or great, considered great vintages, so that you can deliver some more complexity or layered flavors at the table on a given night?
Absolutely. I've picked a few wines to share with you.
Yeah, why don't you tell us about some of the things you picked out?
So, for starters, this is a great example of the kind of wine I look for. It's vintage 2000, so about 10 years old, from Puglia, from a DOC called Salento. It's a Salento Rosso 2000, from Rosa di Golfo. Thank you. Rosa di Golfo. So it's, I think, $68 on the wine list.
Wow, that's a good deal.
Yeah. Really inexpensive, very affordable for anyone.
Is that a concern for you, to make things accessible to people
Definitely,
who can come in and afford things? It seems like it's a concern.
Definitely. I think that that one of the reasons why people don't have a lot of experience drinking wines that have a little bit of bottle age is because they tend to associate bottle age with very high priced wines.
Sure.
So I look for things that have bottle age and are low price, just to lower the bar and get people just drinking things that are mature. And this is a great example. So I think people are really blown away by this wine, even though it's not a super rich, ripe, concentrated, big, age-worthy wine. It's what I call a little wine, meaning it's got some simplicity to it. It's not full-bodied. It's sort of light to medium-bodied. But just the 10 years of bottle age have really smoothed it out, mellowed it out, and brought some complexity out, and brought out the earthy mineral qualities that make it a really interesting drink. And for $68, no one's going to say, no, I don't want to try that. So I get people, trying something new